Hi, my name is Laurie Styron, and I am the Executive Director of CharityWatch. I'm here today to talk to you about Doctors Without Borders and their efforts in Ukraine. So CharityWatch is not associated with Without Borders. We are an independent charity watchdog organization founded in 1992 and based in Chicago, Illinois. So that's the important thing is we are not a trade association, we are a watchdog. And so we are here to bring you the latest news on what charities are doing and how efficiently they generally operate based on our analysis of their consolidated audited financial statements, their tax filings, and a lot of other information that we obtain as part of our ratings of charities. So the first thing to know about Doctors Without Borders is that they were very responsive to our requests for more detailed information about what they're doing in Ukraine. Now, the reason this is really, really important is that some charities use crises, disasters as fundraising opportunities, and sometimes even otherwise pretty good charities or relatively efficient charities still might do this. And it's a real ethical gray area because, you know, when there is a big crisis, if there are experienced charities that have a lot of, a good track record of working in a region or providing aid in a disaster, those organizations are the ones that are going to be able to put your donations to the best use the most quickly. Whereas if there's another organization that says, hey, let's use this as a fundraising opportunity and we'll figure out what to do with the money later, that's just probably not how most donors are intending their donation to be used. And so it really is kind of an ethical gray area because even if that organization eventually uses your donation for Ukraine efforts, maybe that's not really how you intended it to be used. So Doctors Without Borders on March 7th, 2022 responded to very detailed questions from CharityWatch about specifically what it's doing in the region. And I encourage you for that detailed report to come to our website at charitywatch.org. Now, we've analyzed this group's finances for many, many years, I think at least over a decade, probably longer than that. Currently, they get an A rating from us. They spend about 85% of their cash budgets on programs each year as opposed to overhead, and it costs them about $13 to raise each $100 of cash support. So please do come to our website and read that article, but a few things to know in the meantime. We did ask Doctors Without Borders, hey, if people donate in response to your solicitations for Ukraine, is the money, all the money donated, going to be used for that purpose? And they did assure us that donations earmarked for Ukraine will be used in Ukraine. They'll either be used on emergency efforts now or later in the region. As we all know, unfortunately, the needs are going to be ongoing. They have a long-standing presence in Ukraine already, so they already had a lot of programs there, so they're familiar with the region and the people. Some things that they've done already is they said that between March 2nd and March 4th, 2022, they had shipped 420 kilograms of supplies, surgical kits, trauma kits. It's not possible for me to read off the very lengthy response they gave me about what they're doing in Ukraine or for Ukrainians who have fled to surrounding countries. And that's why we have our detailed article posted at charitywatch.org. But they were very thorough and they're doing a lot of good work there. In fact, a friend of mine reached out to me after reading our article and said that he is now going to be quadrupling his monthly donation to Doctors Without Borders in response to reading our article. So we're really happy that we were able to kind of amplify the good work that Doctors Without Borders is doing in that regard. The last thing I want to mention is Doctors Without Borders responded to our inquiry with a country-by-country list of what it's doing in Poland, in Hungary, in Moldova, in Slovakia, I believe, and a lot of other surrounding countries. And so they were incredibly detailed, which we really appreciate. And this is what you want as a donor. If you see solicitations for Ukraine aid that are really vague, that kind of say we're working with our partners to decide where aid is most needed, that kind of thing is a red flag that they don't quite have a plan yet for what they're going to do with your donation. So this particular video is about Doctors Without Borders, and so I hope that I helped to educate you a little bit and inspired you to come to our website to learn more. Once you do that, you can navigate to the Doctors Without Borders website and donate to them directly if you choose to. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.